Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lewis County Public Library and Archives Tuesday morning story time. Happy Groundhog Day! Today we're going to be reading some stories about groundhogs, so I hope you enjoy. And today we're going to start off with Groundhog Gets a Say, as told by Pamela Curtis Swallow, illustrated by Denise Brunkus. Time. There's his nose. There he is. Will he see his shadow? Yes, he does. Then we'll have 6 more weeks of winter. He's going to become impossible. He's going to get a fat head. He's great, huh? I want to be just like him. I don't get it. Where is everybody? Yesterday I was big news. A star, a king of the mound. Everyone wanted my weather report. Today, nothing. This happens every year. My holiday ought to last longer than a day. I don't just do weather. Groundhogs deserve better. A week maybe. No, make that a month. February should be Groundhog Appreciation Month. He's already the only animal with a national holiday, unless you count the turkey. But look where that guy ends up at the end of the day. Shh, this is important. You think I'm just a groundhog? Nope, I'm also called a whistle pig. In danger, I whistle very loud, and then I go, phew, as in, phew, it's over, danger past. He's trying to make us think that name's all about the whistle and not about his pigginess. I can think of a few other names to call him, like Mr. Full of Himself. Hey, you're talking about my hero. And I've even got a third name, Woodchuck. If only I had $1 for every time someone asked me, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The truth is, I'm not even into chucking wood. I'm more interested in moving dirt. Lots of it. Maybe the poem should go, how much ground could a groundhog hog? I'm a digging machine. I can move about 700 pounds of dirt and rocks in one day. And how about this? My ears don't even get dirty. I have ear flaps to keep them clean. Yeah, but look at the rest of you. Actually, groundhogs clean up very nicely. We're very neat. I don't dig any old which way. First, I go down a few feet, and then up a foot, and then down again. That hump is my flood bump. It keeps the burrow from getting soaked in a storm. See, groundhogs are always thinking, my burrow's popular. Neighbors scoot in to avoid danger. Some can't wait to move in when I move out. Look, indoor plumbing, that's classy. Potty, spare room, nest, main entrance, exit, spy hole. I told you we're tidy. Well, maybe you're not a hog. Of course we're not hogs. We're related to squirrels, but we're bigger and rounder. What did he just say? He can't be in my family. You can pick your friends, but not your family. People everywhere love groundhogs. We're in the family of rodents called marmots. So the people who love us are called marmotophiles. Folks who study us are called marmoteers or marmotologists, not groundhogologists or people with too much time. I can think of a few folks who aren't fans of your so-called cousin over there. Right, remember the mess he made of Mr. Moodys Garden? Gardeners can be very excitable. I don't think he likes him eating his apples. Or the carrots. Or the corn. You think I have to stay on the ground? Only if I want to. I can climb trees. So now he's a tree hog too, but let's see him fly. Or hang upside down by his back toes from a bird feeder. I can swim too. I don't love it like my cousin Beaver, but I can hoggy paddle. Seems to us you're a bit slow on your feet, like a blimp with legs. Well, if you must bring that up. Okay, we're not all that quick as animals go, but we can run as fast as an average fourth grader. Bet you can't sneak up on me. I'm very alert. That's how I deal with predators. My head is like a submarine periscope. My eyes, ears, and nose are set up high so I can see what's around. Snoot in the air is right. If your head gets any bigger, you'll never get down your hole. My nose is so terrific, I've got my own caller ID system. If you've been by my burrow for a visit, I'll know about it. He smells, he hears, he sees, he swims, and climbs trees. Anything else, Mr. Wonderful? Yes, I can live in all kinds of places. Fields, woods, thickets, rocky areas, or under sheds and porches. I'm not fussy. Same is true for eating. Not picky there either. I'll eat grass, dandelion greens, clover, grains, bark, insects, fruits, veggies. Yakety yak yak, my ears are tired. You must spend as much time chewing as talking. Speaking of eating, my chompers aren't just for chewing. My fabulous teeth even help dig my burrow. They're strong enough to gnaw through roots and move rock. I can chatter my teeth so loudly that my enemies turn and flee. Can you do that? Didn't think so. Well, I can do that and more. I have special teeth that keep growing. Gnawing keeps them just the right length. Too long like that beak of yours wouldn't be good. Hey, we squirrels have those kinds of teeth too. Maybe we really are related. But how do you keep your teeth short during that long snooze? Hibernating, not snoozing. It's not the same as snoozing. There's more to it. Before the weather gets cold, we snack like mad and cover our bodies with fat. You mean you pig out, whistle pig out? Shh, I want to hear about the teeth. I'm getting to that. When I'm ready to hibernate, I go down into my burrow and seal myself into a lower chamber so no one will disturb me. In my hibernation slumber, I barely breathe, only about once every 6 minutes, and my heart beats only once every 4 or 5 minutes. Everything slows way down. My teeth even stop growing. That's amazing. It must be very dark and stuffy down there. And you don't get hungry? Nope, my amazing body isn't doing anything except getting thinner. I'm barely even aging. I'd like that. I'm tired of being called an old crow. So you wake up just to give us weather reports? Well, yes, but when the days get warmer, I also feel the need for a snack and a date with a mate. When I find a mate I like, we chuckle and chatter at each other, and we touch noses and rub cheeks. Aw, that's sweet. Very cute. Ugh, disgusting. I'm not only cute, I'm helpful. Scientists are trying to figure out if people could hibernate as groundhogs do. They study us to learn more about body rhythms and cycles of animals, including people. Do not disturb, October through March. Maybe one day folks will climb aboard a space vehicle, hibernate, and wake up on Mars. Wow, that'd be something. I'd sign up for one of those trips. I hope there's food on Mars. Okay, cousin, I admit, you're pretty cool. Yeah, you've got a few talents. You're the hog. Operation Groundhog will start immediately. The world will know the hog truth. Groundhog Appreciation Month. Groundhog gets a say. Hey, that's the book we're reading. Okay, now let's sing our introductory song that we do every story time. Get your hands loosey-goosey. And we're going to sing The More We Get Together. Okay, are you ready? The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your books are my books and my books are your books. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Good job, good job. Now let's sing a little song about a groundhog. I have a dear old groundhog, his name is Punxsutawney Phil. I keep him in a tree stump to keep him from the chill. He slept on through Thanksgiving and straight through Christmas too. But now it's February, it's time he paid his due. Do you see your shadow? Do you see it, Phil? Do you see your shadow? Is it winter still? Do you see your shadow? I really hope you don't, 'cause 6 more weeks of winter we surely do not want. I have a dear old groundhog, his name is Punxsutawney Phil. I put him in a tree stump to keep him from the chill. He slept on through Thanksgiving and straight through Christmas too. But now it's February, it's time he paid his due. Do you see your shadow? Do you see it, Phil? Do you see your shadow? Is it winter still? Do you see your shadow? I really hope you don't, 'cause 6 more weeks of winter we surely do not want. Do you see your shadow? Do you see it, Phil? Do you see your shadow? Is it winter still? Do you see your shadow? I really hope you don't, 'cause 6 more weeks of winter we surely do not want. Good job, good job. Now, our next book is a book all about Groundhog Day and why it's a holiday. This book is by Mark Tyler Nobleman. What is Groundhog Day? Groundhog Day is a festival in the United States and Canada. People believe an animal called a groundhog predicts the weather on Groundhog Day. They watch as the groundhog comes out of its hole after hibernating. According to an old story, if the groundhog sees its shadow, winter will last 6 more weeks. If the groundhog does not see its shadow, spring will begin soon. Groundhog Day is February 2nd. Schools, post offices, banks, government offices, and companies do not close on Groundhog Day. There's the groundhog eating yummy, yummy, yummy stuff. What is a groundhog? A groundhog is a type of rodent. Mice, squirrels, and beavers are rodents too. The groundhog is also called a woodchuck, marmot, or whistlepig. Groundhogs live in woods and ravines in the United States and Canada. They are plump and furry. Their fur is often brown. Groundhogs' bodies are about 2 feet long. They weigh about 13 pounds and have bushy tails that are about 6 inches long. Groundhogs search for food during the day and sleep at night. They are herbivores. They eat leaves, flower stems, tree bark, and berries. There's that one eating a flower. Looks like a dandelion, maybe. Where does the main Groundhog Day event happen? In 1886, Clymer Frias said February 2nd would be Groundhog Day. He worked at a Pennsylvania newspaper called Punxsutawney Spirit. Frias printed the first announcement of Groundhog Day in this newspaper. Since then, Groundhog Day has been a yearly tradition in the United States. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania became the center of Groundhog Day events. The groundhog that predicts the weather there every year is named Punxsutawney Phil. He is not a wild animal. Phil lives at the library. What happens on Groundhog Day? Thousands of people gather in Punxsutawney on Groundhog Day to see Phil predict the weather. Phil is taken to a hill called Gobbler's Knob on this special day. He's placed in a warm burrow under a fake tree stump. At 7:25 a.m., Phil is pulled out of his burrow while the crowd watches. An official puts Phil to his ear so the groundhog can whisper his prediction. It is just pretend, but everyone likes the show. The official says whether or not Phil saw his shadow. People across the country watch the fun on television. They also celebrate Groundhog Day with games, dancing, eating, and sleigh rides. How did Groundhog Day begin? Some Groundhog Day traditions come from old festivals called Imbolc and Candlemas. Imbolc was celebrated a long time ago in Ireland. Around Imbolc, farm animals gave birth and grass popped up through the snow. Candlemas was an old Christian festival held in Europe on February 2nd. The Christians believed that if Candlemas was sunny, then winter would go on. If Candlemas was rainy, they thought spring would arrive soon. Both of these festivals took place in midwinter. During these festivals, people watched for the coming of spring. Also, animals were important on both festivals. How did Groundhog Day come to the United States? Long ago, European people added an animal tradition to Candlemas. They said if the animal saw its shadow on Candlemas, winter would last 6 more weeks. If the animal did not see its shadow, it was a sign of spring. Europeans used the hedgehog, the badger, or the bear as the special animal. In the 1700s, many Germans came to live in Pennsylvania. They brought the Candlemas tradition with them. They found no hedgehogs or badgers, but they saw plenty of groundhogs. The Germans began to use groundhogs to predict the weather on Candlemas. That is a badger there. Who else predicts the weather on Groundhog Day? Punxsutawney Phil isn't the only animal that predicts the weather on Groundhog Day. Birmingham Bill is a groundhog at the Birmingham Zoo in Alabama that predicts the weather. Buckeye Chuck is a groundhog that makes a prediction in Ohio. Dunkirk Dave and Malvern Mel are in New York. Jimmy is in Wisconsin, a state that calls itself the groundhog capital of the world. In Louisiana, a crawfish named Claude predicts the weather. In Canada, Shubenacadie Sam and Wharton Willie are 2 popular groundhogs that predict the weather. And Willie has white fur. How often is the groundhog right? On Groundhog Day, an official tells the crowd what Punxsutawney Phil predicted. If the groundhog predicts a long winter, the people are disappointed. If he predicts an early spring, they are happy. Phil is not always right. People have kept records of Phil's predictions for all but 9 years since 1887. Between 1887 and 2004, Phil saw his shadow 94 times. He did not see his shadow 14 times. However, Phil has been right less than half the time. He's not the best weatherman. What does Groundhog Day mean to people? Groundhog Day is full of fun. In the United States and Canada, it is the only well-known festival named for a mammal. Groundhog Day is a great day for animal lovers. People think the groundhog is cute and like to watch him. People do not really believe a groundhog can predict the weather. However, the groundhog is a symbol to many people. They hope that spring comes quickly to end winter's cold days. The weather-telling groundhog is an old tradition that is still fun today. The end. Okay, let's sing one more song before we go. This is a Storytime classic. So, if you're sitting down at home, let's stand up. And we're going to pretend like we're asleep, okay? A bunch of little fish were sleeping on a rock in the bottom of the ocean. They lifted up their heads and they shook out their tails and they said, "Let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming in the bottom of the ocean." And then the little fish got so very, very tired that they came back to their rock. They put down their heads and they put down their tails and they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they were a little bit dirty, so they took a shower. And they washed their hair, and they washed their ears, and they washed their tummies, and they washed their very long fishy beards, and they washed their noses, and they washed their toeses, and then they said, a minute, we're fish. We don't take showers. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming in the bottom of the ocean. And then the little fish got so very, very tired that they came back to their rock. They put down their heads and they put down their tails and they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they decided to ride their bicycles. So they rode to the left and they rode to the right. And they rode all day, and they rode all night. They rode down the hill, and then faster still. And then they said, wait a minute, we're fish. We don't ride bicycles. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming in the bottom of the ocean. And then the little fish got so very, very tired that they came back to their rock. They put down their heads and they put down their tails and they took a little nap. And when they woke up, they decided to brush their teeth. So they got out their toothbrush and their toothpaste, and they squeezed a little on. They really liked the taste, and they put it in their mouth. Brushed north and south, and then they said, wait a minute, we're fish. We don't brush our teeth. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming in the bottom of the ocean. Let's go swimming, let's go swimming. Yeah, let's go swimming, let's go swimming, let's go swimming in the bottom of the ocean. Good job, good job. I hope everyone has a wonderful, happy Groundhog Day, and maybe this Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil won't see his shadow and we will have spring soon. Hope you all have a great day, and you can stop by the library sometime soon so that you can have story time at home or pick out one of the books we read here to read at home too. But until next time, goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. See you next time.